and welcome to episode 64 of the Red Leaf Retrocast. Joey, quick, do the rest of the intro.
I don't want to. You do the rest.
What?
It's your theme pick, do it.
No, you do it.
Kevin, save us all.
You have to work for it. In a world where all the licensed games are really shitty and JD keeps making us play them, 4 men will continue on a quest to determine whether or not they're totally shit.
I like it.
This
Love
summer.
it. Sold. Keep it. Print. Colin, you're also here.
This Friday. Well, actually, it's Sunday.
Oh, yeah. This someday.
Damn
The movie
right.
theaters are closed.
Oh, no.
Yeah. We're all hunkered down, waiting for it to all blow over. Have a pint at the Winchester.
April 1st, calling it. Standing by it.
No.
I might push it back to May 1st, but whatever. I'm still going to win. It's a movable goalpost, okay?
You're being optimistic.
Yeah. Let's call it that.
All right, so we're doing movie games 2 today. Yes, it's our first theme to be done a second time.
Turns out there were more than like 4 movie games, so
Turns out that is unfortunately true.
yeah.
Sequel.
Whoa,
Yeah.
it is a sequel.
At least one of them was good.
Which one? Oh yeah, no, 1 was good.
Just 1 and a half.
Just 1. Nah, 2. I'll say 2. Anyway, let's say 2.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
2 is good.
Well, I like the quarantine. I am playing video games like a motherfucker.
As opposed to not doing
You
it.
and me both.
Well, I mean, I'm still going to work every day.
Oh, that's right. You're very essential.
I am.
So
I
how's
am an
that?
engineer, Kevin.
Choo choo.
Starting Thursday, I'm
Well,
starting.
I was unemployed before the quarantine.
You were ahead of the
Whoa.
curve, both of you
Whoa.
guys.
Now I'm just like, well, now I don't want to stay inside. You can't tell what to do.
So are you going back to work?
No, I don't have to work from home now. Last week I went in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but then they told us everyone has to stay home.
Oh.
And I hate it. I don't want to sit at my desk all day at home by myself.
That was my previous job in the Canada
Yes.
when I wasn't traveling. No, all right. What games have we been playing during these glorious times?
I've been playing Last of Us by IRL. Just treating everyone.
That's not a virus. That's a fungus.
Oh, I've been doing it wrong. I'm still standing.
I hate to
This is
ask.
one giant marketing campaign.
Who is the younger female you have to trek around everywhere?
I'd rather not answer that.
Okay. Is Tina younger than you?
My lawyer says I don't have to answer this.
Okay, all right. That might be incorrect then.
But also yes.
Well, okay, there you go. That answers the question.
Yay! I'm not going to jail.
Well, you've been playing Minish Cap, I
Well,
see,
you might
Kevin.
not go. You might not go anyway, since they're trying to keep people out of jail nowadays.
It's house arrest now. Whoa, crazy. But
Yeah,
yes,
who
I
knew?
have been playing Minish Cap. That's my new little thing. What did I do before that? I redid Uncharted 2 because greatest game of all time.
One might say that's a pretty okay game.
Some would call it an S tier game, but that's me.
I don't know. What awards did that ever win?
All of them.
I mean, Doom just came out and it already won 75 awards.
I don't know if you saw the Batman Arkham City cover, but way more awards on that one. So
That's always
Oh.
baffling to me. It's just when the game first comes out, it's like we already won 1,000 awards. But that's not
E3
possible.
and previews. Yeah, it is E3 previews and stuff.
That's
Look,
not a real
Dead-
thing.
Dead Island got one single Game of the Year award from like a no-name magazine. They were like, "That means we got a Game of the Year edition, all right?" And everyone was like, "No, it doesn't." Yeah, it does. We
I mean,
did it.
technically.
Cool. Yeah. So they're subjective and stupid anyway.
Yeah,
What else have I been playing? We cracked open Animal Crossing Friday. And
me
by that, I mean,
too.
open the file, and the Switch isn't mine now. In fact, Tina's next to me in a hole, like curled up on the couch like a cat, just screen to her face. So I'm sure it's fun.
I'm sure she's swimming in debt in that game.
Well, you're always swimming in debt to a capitalistic raccoon who says, like, don't pay me back whenever, but you'll pay me back forever.
What is the point of Animal Crossing? I've never played
Yes, you've already nailed it. See how you're questioning your existence about it? That's it.
it. Okay.
You're just all right. So here's the thing. You know how you like hate doing chores in real life?
Yeah.
Okay, and you know how you hate like being in debt and like paying bills?
Yeah.
Now imagine if you did that, but it's super cute.
Exactly true.
And now you can do it for 20,000 hours.
Yeah, I love that
stole
joke.
it. I
Utterly
stole that. I was
fantastic.
gonna say I can't even say it.
Joey, the game begins with, "Do you want to get away? Well, we got a deserted island for you. Come join us." And then
But
you go,
also
and then
pay
you're just
a
like,
mortgage.
"Oh my god, that sounds exactly everything I wanted. Oh, I do want to get away." But it's actually like a timeshare on an island, and then you're immediately going, "Well, okay, now you have to pay for the living fees, the land fees, the moving fees, the item fees. So that'll be like $5,000 in debt to start off. Go nuts. Oh, by the way, there's nothing here except the two other people that are also in the same situation you are."
This raccoon will also just buy clumps of weeds on the ground that he could easily pick up himself. He's like, "Here's $1,000 for that." It's pretty great.
It's not that much.
Well, I don't know the economy of Animal Crossing. Dude, just buys
I'm
beetles.
making
They're
I'm making
everywhere.
an aquarium around my tent.
Ooh.
Every
Archie's
fish I
great.
catch, I just leave it on the ground.
Apparently, you have to. It like
Nasty.
pigeonholes you into getting a house eventually. My buddy was telling me, so like you can't just live in your tent forever. So
Yeah,
Tom
I
Nook was
came
like,
across
"No,
that.
really, I will build you a house out of the kindness of my heart, motherfucker." Anyway. So,
And by the way, that'll be $98,000.
and if you do it because we love each other. We love each other, right? On this island that I've made for all of us
Yeah.
to share.
Oh, but it's not actually money that you use. It's Nook miles.
Right. So essentially, this is the Civil War all over again. Pay with your Confederate dollars.
Yeah, you can't actually
boy.
use the United States currency. It has to be the Confederacy.
Yeah. Crossing's getting deeper, man.
Colonialism.
Yeah, that's what it was. You're right.
Mm.
What else
Yeah,
is that?
people are actually doing hot takes saying Animal Crossing is colonialism.
Any Nintendo game that's like cute and like lovely, people are just like, Mario's a communist though, right? Like let's break this down. Like, no, they're not. Pokemon's really just like cockfighting and illegal animal fight. I'm like, please stop. It's rated D. Please stop.
Well, I did
what else have I been playing?
a lot of
Uncharted?
I'm just gonna interrupt you here. A lot of the people in my Discord that got Animal Crossing were sending each other videos on Twitter of starting up the game and putting on some like wrestlers theme music to start it off.
That's pretty good.
So I picked a Stardom wrestler who has this like metal evil kind of intro. It's like
Oh god.
So
That's
it's like,
horrifying.
"Welcome to Animal Crossing."
Alrighty.
It makes it sound
horrifying.
like super sinister and evil. It was really funny.
Wild people.
It
The only
absolutely
other thing
fits.
worth mentioning is I'm gonna just, if you can all, JD, could you just get up that trophy I ordered and just polish it up real quick for me? Just real quick, the one I ordered.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
talking about. Just get it out.
I
'cause,
already drank
went
out
up-
of the acid cup on Friday. I
That's-
don't think you want this thing with trying times.
Just use it. It's fine. Anyway, I went on an 11 win streak in Fortnite the other day. Oh. So I'm pretty cool, is what I'm saying. Like, I beat up a bunch of children online. It's pretty great.
Major League Gamer.
I'm pretty much like a pro gamer move now. Like Ninja, me and him hang out. Turns out still a giant dick. So
Oh,
There's
just like
that.
Braun Strowman.
pretty much, yeah.
Hey, Kevin, have you thought of not being poor?
I thought about it, but I figured like I'd rather just like complain about it instead.
Okay.
It seems to work out way better. Like, at least I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing. I did start Fighting Force on the Vita because I don't know. I wanted to play on Vita, I guess.
You should just get a Sega Saturn at this point.
Why would I do that? Because it's on things I already have.
You should get a Sega Saturn at this point.
Are you buying it for me?
I mean, when's your birthday?
July.
Maybe in July.
Ooh. Something I don't have space for. All right.
Oh, well, I guess you don't want it then.
I didn't
Maybe
say
I'll
no.
just give it to Joey.
All right,
I
fine.
won't
Joey's
use
gonna be like, yeah, he's like, I got a PC. I don't need you, nerds.
Exactly. I don't need your console.
Oh, I did beat one more game. I do have to mention. Yeah, according to my tier list, it's above games like Breath of Fire and Tomba 2 and Project X Zone. But I beat Peggle on DS, and let me tell you, Peggle's cool, guys. Show up with Peggle.
I'm glad you liked it.
Peggle's great.
I've never played Peggle.
It's like Plinko, and that's it. So there. Just play it. It's honestly, it's mindless. And if you just like, I want to hit the orange pegs and watch rainbows and fireworks go off when I do a good job, and you just go, yay.
So a pachinko machine.
Yes, but Peggle.
Okay.
That's
I mean,
it.
you could call it whatever you want. It sounds like gambling. You have a problem, Kevin?
Yeah, no, I got many problems actually. So
when you were slapping your thighs, was that just you itching to get back to more gambling?
that was me clapping, but okay. Sure, call it what you want.
Colin, what have you been playing?
Oh, quite a bit. I finally beat. What?
Quite a bit, eh?
Hell yeah,
no,
hoser.
Hoser, eh?
In between drinking bottles of maple syrup, eating poutine, and drinking Tim Hortons coffee.
I'm shocked that still exists in Canada. Thought everyone would have drank it all.
All within my igloo. We're all stuck in our igloos right now.
It's too hot for that. You can't fool me with this global warming.
And we got to avoid the beavers. They could be carrying the COVID.
Okay, that got me.
Hey, I finally beat Final Fantasy IX.
All right.
Hell yeah. Great ending. I really loved it. The whole game was great despite all the major technical issues I ran into with my copy, but totally worth it. It reminds me a lot of Rave Master's ending, and I also really loved that ending. So, I think I can now name this as my favorite Final Fantasy title. Just barely above 10.
Whoa, hey, how about that?
What?
Yeah.
Wild.
Damn right. I mean, I feel like it would have left even more of an emotional impact on me if I hadn't had to contend with all those technical issues, like that game freezing glitch on the third disc. But next time I play it down the line, it's going to be a digital download.
Yeah, Team Digital.
Makes me wish we'd gotten more Final Fantasy IX in Kingdom Hearts beyond a Vivi cameo in Kingdom Hearts 2, but hey, can't have everything.
Boo, Kingdom Hearts.
Boo!
Boo.
Monty Python sketch, folks. Nice to say knee, instead it's Caster who plays Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts? What? Boo!
Boo.
Yep, knee-jerk reaction. They've adopted the SJW approach to debate.
I was going to go with Pavlov.
Just drown out your opponent instead of contradicting them.
Definitely agree with Kevin here. This is just like the Pavlovian response at this point.
Yep. I'm conditioned.
Someone said Kingdom Hearts.
Boo! Boo! You said both.
I don't know enough to boo.
Just play along. You're better off for it. How about this? It's on consoles. Boo!
Boo! That is
Boo,
right.
there you go. I just had to get him in.
Well, in any case, I also played Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes.
Ooh.
And it's pretty interesting to see how much Metal Gear Solid gameplay has evolved since the first one. I mean, playing it right after playing the first one for the cast. I mean, you can tell it's taken a number of cues from Splinter Cell, like having to hide bodies from patrols or shooting out security cameras.
Oh, yeah.
But had a good time with it, so I plan to play Phantom Pain in the near future.
Dude, that game is hilarious. Yeah, it's like every level solving a puzzle in its own ridiculous way.
Huh.
Yeah. You like screw up guards by throwing in like 60,000 dummies and then just being like, "You'll never find me."
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Don't you find a cardboard cutout of like a waifu to like distract guards too?
Hey, very necessary.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure I had my facts right.
Yes.
Weebs.
Supposedly there's a rumor that PlayStation wants to buy the rights from Konami of a bunch of titles they just don't use anymore.
Nope. It's that was a 4chan rumor.
Wish it was real.
Well, 4chan, the
don't
most
we all?
reliable source.
It's not like Konami makes games anymore anyway.
Well, excuse me, have you not heard of a thing called Pachinko? I think we just talked about it, in fact. So
They're probably making a lot of money with that.
listen here, nerd. Have you tried not being poor and having money to go gamble? Like,
oh my god, didn't think of that.
right.
I should really work harder at not being poor.
Right. It's the answer to most things.
Yeah, definitely. Guy's an asshole.
Yep.
Well, in any case, I also came across an old-school arcade-style beat-em-up called Fightin' Rage on GOG.
What?
Fightin' Rage.
Yep, that's fight apostrophe N and then rage.
What was the year this game came out?
I think it was like it was recently. I know that much.
Oh, it's
I thought maybe
it's
it was-
recent.
Yeah, I think
It's like we need cool words,
2017
guys.
at the earliest.
We need cool words. What are cool words? Fight. Rage. Fight and rage. Got it. All right. Print it.
Yeah, I guess they were trying to do a little bit like Streets of Rage.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. No, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I'm playing this game and it is a lot of fun. I mean, it's got a fun pixel art style in addition to a display that simulates the CRT screen of an arcade cabinet. And the combat is fun, frenetic, and very satisfying. And I don't mind saying the main female character is sexy as hell.
Ooh. Scandy.
Fighting, rage, and sexy women. It's got everything.
Wait, I think I have heard of this game. I have to look it up now.
What else do you need in life?
Oh,
it's on
wait.
GOG.
I wanted this.
Yeah, it's on
Oh.
GOG, it's on Steam, it's on PSN.
Oh, yeah. There's a dude whose character's name is F. Norris, which, I'm in. I forgot about yeah, I wanted this. Oh, boy. All right.
It's super fun. I highly recommend it.
Wish list that I'll never get to, but it's there.
Yeah.
Cat knocking over shit now.
Animal Crossing, haha.
My god.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, see, Colin wasn't here for it.
all he needs to do is hand me a fucking IOU or something.
Yeah, well, just put him in debt. Listen here, you little shit. You haven't been paid rent since the whole time I had you.
Oh my god.
And I've been cleaning your bathroom the whole time. Clean mine!
Yeah.
I think
Anywho,
that's just the friend fee I have to pay.
Oh, you're my master? Clean my poop.
Clean this shit. You see this? You clean it.
Clean it.
I mean, that's what I used to do to Joey all the time.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's how you said dominance. See this shit, JD?
Exactly.
Clean it.
You guys have weird friendships.
Aren't all friendships
Well-
like that?
No, I just tell my
Yeah.
friends to open wide. And
Just
then,
like how your parents keep you in a baby cage
Right.
before you reach the prime age.
You're not wrong, actually. You know what?
well, I would have been playing Doom Eternal as well, but due to the outbreak causing limited access to EB Games,
Yeah.
as to say, the day it was released, they were only letting in people with pre-orders.
If only there was like
I
a.
Should have pre-ordered the game,
If only
Colin.
there was like a downloadable
Yeah.
option,
Yeah, if only there's like
Yeah, I'm
something
dumb
like
like-
Steam
dumb like
you can
that.
buy it on.
or like an Amazon or something.
Well, yeah, I instead ordered Doom Eternal online, and my folks offered to pay the shipping fee so I wouldn't have to go out anywhere.
Oh, well, that was nice of them.
That is nice.
Yeah. Of course, they're in their 60s, so they don't want it. They don't want to risk me carrying it and then infecting them.
That would be smart.
Selfish reasons, I hear.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Mom,
to get
Dad,
my
get me Doom Eternal.
Man, if you don't give me Doom Eternal, I'm gonna go ahead and infect you all with coronavirus.
You know a South Park episode is coming.
Oh, absolutely! I can't wait. It just all reminds me of the day before the day after tomorrow episode, where like the world is ending. They're like,
Yeah,
everyone knows the last step of hypothermia is sweating uncontrollably in heat. Ugh.
Nah, the SARS episode for sure.
I have to go find that one. But anyway, Colin, sorry.
Yeah, so to get my fast frenetic FPS fix, I dug out my copy of the Orange Box
All right.
and started up Half-Life 2, which is appropriate since Half-Life Alyx is coming out this month, and Black Mesa was just recently released on Steam.
I'm so
For those who don't know, that's basically like a big graphical mechanical update of Half-Life 1.
I thought Black Mesa has been out for a while.
Yeah, but they re-released it by putting a new date on it, and they said, "See."
Okay.
I think it was in early access for a while.
Oh, whatever.
So that might have been.
So it's
'cause
Fortnite,
I
but
knew one of
whatever.
the developers that worked on that.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah?
actually worked at my old job.
Ooh.
Oh.
Interview.
He did both at the same time. He started off just fixing bugs for
Nice.
them, and then they're like, "Hey, do you want to start doing this?" And they started paying him. So,
Oh, that's a good way to get a job.
Sweet deal.
and I asked him why he worked at the oil and gas company I worked at. He's like, "I need something to do during the day."
Oh, okay. Has he tried playing the
Just need to
video
kill
games he
time.
makes?
But he did. He coded for Black Mesa, but he did a lot of more architecture type stuff for the company I worked with. He restructured.
What a
all the
jump.
things. He's one of those people that just love the nitty gritty of code that I don't care about.
Does he actually play the games, or is he just like, "No, I'm gonna make them"?
He played him.
Oh, okay.
Cool
That's fair.
beans. But yeah, Half-Life 2 is even more fun than I remember. I mean, granted, I played it on PC before, and it's possible the PC wasn't quite up to optimal specs at the time.
Not enough flops.
True.
Guess not. I mean, it was 2004, so...
Oh,
Definitely not enough flops.
Like there's like 0.1 flops there.
But yeah, Half-Life 2 has aged very well. I mean, it's rock solid in its execution, and I'm just having a blast playing it. And I think what sticks with me most about the Half-Life series is the sound design and the music. Somehow those things combined with the setting and visuals just give the game a unique flavor of ambiance and dread that you just don't see in any other game series. I mean, it just leaves an impression on me. Same with the first game. And one of the things I love most with the sound design is that in this game, when you shoot a Combine soldier dead, you can hear a heart monitor flatlining.
Oh, that's weird.
I thought that was a cool way to indicate that they're well and truly dead.
They're all wearing pacemakers.
Mm-hmm.
Or
And I
black
also
boxes
started
like in Soma.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I started up XCOM Enemy Within.
Ooh.
Just yes.
Pretty much just an expansion pack to Enemy Unknown, but there's all kinds of cool new features, like more fleshed out story, new weapons, new items, new upgrades, new facilities, the ability to build more than one base across the globe, a new human organization fighting alongside the aliens, and base invasions. Just like the original XCOM.
Jesus, cat.
Oh boy.
My God.
Put it in debt.
He just
It's like your cat's invading your base.
he's just staring at me, then he just leaps across the floor right next to me. Like almost taking the microphone cord with him.
Of course. Cats don't care about your well-being.
Well, I mean, it's like clockwork. Oh, it's podcast recording time?
More like yeet time. I had nothing there. Sorry.
Oh. You can try again later, I'm sure.
All right. Thanks.
But yeah. It's XCOM Enemy Unknown done better, and I'm having a good time with it.
Hell yeah.
And that's pretty much everything I've been playing.
All right, I guess that leaves me.
All right.
All right, so I finished Kiwami 2, Yakuza.
Ooh.
Yep. Game took me a little bit longer. I completed the entire Cabaret side story mission stuff. So
Nice.
won the Cabaret Grand Prix. That's what matters. Got all the wrestlers in the construction company. So didn't finish it, but I got all the wrestlers.
Well, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, they had to at least make an appearance. I'll be like, hey, there's Tenryu, cool.
Cool.
Nice.
So I still never became a fan of the beat 'em up fighting style. It was always the same. The game was just so heavily the fighting was just so heavily based around you gathering up weapons and using them during fights, especially boss fights. And once I got to the point in the game where I could just, because I did so much of the Cabaret Club, I earned so much money that I could just buy the strongest weapons in the game pretty much. And just that proceeded to, even on hard difficulty, the boss battles that as I progressed through the game just got super easy, even including the final like 3, where I just had this super katana. I would just take an item to get the gauge meter up that I need, and I just press triangle, and bang, there's like half his health gone immediately. And I just did that. I was like, wow, that was the easiest fight ever.
So you're telling me bringing fights or weapons to a fight made it easy? Weird.
It made it, well, in the first 2 games, Zero and Kiwami, they weren't heavily weapon based. In this one, it was all about the animations of the weapons and those special attacks. So like if I could fight someone with ramen and throw it in their face and burn their face, right? You do shit like that. So it was very comical. That's kind of the whole point to it. The problem with that was definitely it made the fights later in the game way too easily when I could just afford to do that. And then the ending was probably the best out of the 3 games I've played now, but the overall journey in getting there, I don't know, there was just like 3 swerves back to back to back to back. Oh, I'm the real enemy, but no, it was really me. But wait, he's not dead the whole time. Oh, we're gonna die, trust me. Oh, no explosion. And then the
Japanese
credits
game
roll.
sounds like an anime.
And yeah, it was a very like anime type ending. We're just, come on, guys.
Who would have guessed?
That's funny.
Yeah. So yeah, Kiwami's definitely my favorite still, that first game. This one, like a lot of quality improvements were made, but the where they faltered was the gameplay itself, in my humble opinion.
So when it becomes a turn-based RPG in Yakuza 6, 7, which one are we on?
7.
Who knows? Yeah, how you gonna enjoy that?
I'm looking forward to that.
That's such a weird choice, but then they're like, why not?
Why not? We've made 6 plus 0 plus Judgment. Might as well try something new. I'm up for that.
Too weird. I don't know. I haven't played the Yakuza, to be fair, so what do I know?
So in between, I started back up Judgment. It's a side game in the same universe as the Yakuza series, where you play as a detective. It came out last summer, and I want to say like 6 hours into the game, and then just, Bloodstain came out, Mario Maker 2, a whole bunch of other things. Control. So I started playing those instead.
Garfield carts. Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah. So now I'm back to Judgment. I'm just over the halfway point. I have 4 chapters left out of the 14.
That doesn't sound halfway.
Well, there's 14. I finished chapter 9 out of 14. That's over halfway.
Oh, I thought you said you were halfway. I'm like, that's not math.
No.
Oh.
It's way more heavily story-based. Judgment is. In between the main missions of stories, it has calmed this down since I passed that halfway point chapter. But a lot of the times it would be like, wait around the city. And in the past Yakuza games, at least the ones I've played, that would be an opportunity to kind of just go do shit, like go out on dates with a girl, go run the cabaret club, go play golf. Goofy
Karaoke.
shit the game has. Karaoke, disco dancing. In this one, too often it was you'd run into someone randomly and it would force you into a side mission.
Oh.
Like it would just make you do this, and I'm like, I don't care. So that was really annoying. It hasn't done it since I think the chapter 6 mark, 6, 7. So that's nice.
Get you into it.
Right, it really kind of took me out of the game. Like, I'm still enjoying Judgment just because the story is so fantastical and it's a big murder mystery and everything's kind of coming together, so it's really cool. But I don't feel like I'm playing much of a game anymore. I just feel like I'm watching this very extended TV series that occasionally I have to fight someone with my super karate style.
As you do.
Yeah, as one does. And I'm not a huge fan of his fighting styles that he has. It's very over martial arts dramatic about everything, where he has to go through the whole motions of sweeping the arms and getting it set, and you kind of have to build your way into it. It creates a different challenge to it, I admit, but just not feeling it.
He's a lawyer, isn't he? How is he supposed to know how to fight well?
Well, he's a former lawyer turned detective because of a case that happened 3 years ago. Blah, blah,
Oh yeah,
So he
I've heard
doesn't like
the
money.
plot. He hates money. That's why he became
Well,
a detective.
He was devastated by his past and made a mistake, and it eats away at him. He can't go back into the courtroom, so detective.
Anime. This summer, anime.
Yeah, again, not one of my favorite games last year, but I do like the story and I want to finish it. And it's providing a good buffer zone before I get back into just the Yakuza, the mainline Yakuza series. Yeah,
And
then the various podcast games and new games that came out this month. So hooray!
then Kingdom Hearts happened. Boo.
Boo!
Boo.
Oh my god, weird.
I'm just playing Satisfactory.
And suddenly, Kingdom Hearts.
Still playing
Boo.
that, Joey?
Yes, I'm still playing that.
All right. Well, with that, I will play La Drop.
You're a
Move
drop.
on. Yes, La Drop.
No, I said you're a drop. Nice.
Okay, so I think this goes without saying, but the PlayStation 5 had its tech reveal finally.
Woo!
In like the weirdest conference you can imagine. No way was I watching that. I don't really give a shit about a presentation over electrical tech, basically.
Sounds pretty cool, man.
They did it in front of like this pseudo empty crowd and the most strange nerd you've ever seen in your life trying to talk about it all. It's very weird. I just watched a couple clips. I'm like, dude. Anyways,
Nobody cares.
The techs are about what we expected. PS4 backwards compatibility.
Yay.
There was a little, I guess, misinterpretation of what they said. The guy said almost all top 100 games would be compatible with the PS5. And what he meant was they haven't tested all those top 100
so,
yet.
No, see, here's the thing that scares me when he says that. If they're going to say backwards compatibility, mean it. Like, I hate this Xbox thing where they're like, it's backwards compatible, wink, wink. But it's like, no, you just put a digital copy of a game on a store. Like, no, what are you talking about? It's compatible. But, like, if you put the disc in, I have to re-download it from the store because reasons. Trust me, it's compatible. And then, like,
right.
Almost, like, maybe a third of the games work. I don't like that. It's marketing bullshit.
Well, PlayStation themselves came out and cleared that up after the comment, and they go, well, we haven't tested all the games yet, and so far it has someone put it out to be a 98.5% compatibility where you can just put the disc in.
I don't like that. I want
puts the disc in and play. So I guess they've come across one or two games that don't work, and it's most likely one of the shitty games no one owns.
Yeah, see, most likely. But then that 98, as you make more things, air quote with me, compatible, like, no, I don't like that. Because that just seems to lead down the path of, like, it's going to be how Xbox is doing it. And I don't want that.
I'm on the side of optimism for this PS4 backwards compatibility. That it's not going to be like the PlayStation 3 when that came out. It said, yes, we're backwards compatible with PlayStation 1 and 2 games, but a lot of the PlayStation 2 games, yeah, it'll accept the disc, but there'll be heavy performance issues with a good amount of the games.
So it depends which model. Well, it depends which model you had, because one did hardware, one did software.
Yeah, I had the hardware one, and it was still heavily...
really?
Yes, like the whole Ratchet and Clank series wouldn't play. It was just performance issues galore.
Oh, I see my buddy has the software one, and then yeah. So weird.
So seems the PlayStation Store is gonna carry over just like it has with 3 to 4. So that's the same. Lots of flops and an AMD processor, so we already kind of knew that.
How many
Slightly
flops?
lower in overall power of the console compared to the Xbox reveal. So again, not a surprise. It's exactly like the 360 technically was and the Xbox One. So Battle of the Flop War begins, basically.
Whoa. You heard of bits, now flops.
Yeah. What I knew wasn't going to be a thing was the fully PlayStation backwards compatibility. with the PS1, 2, and 3. I mean, we spoke about that on the podcast. We're just like, yeah, no way, probably.
Not with 3, at
Well,
least.
I think a lot of that because it won't be optimized with these AMD processors. They handle
Right,
data
there's just
different.
too much of a bit technology difference.
Also, the 3 was built like ass.
Well, the GPU especially.
Ass.
Yeah. So, are any of us disappointed with the fan want rumor, basically?
The what?
Because that's what ended up happening, where fans got in their own ass about what they fantasized.
Nobody ever said it
what
was
they
going to be fully
expected.
backwards compatible. They just
Yeah.
assumed. So I'm not. I would have been okay if they did 4, and then that's fine. Like the second I thought about it, I was like, oh yeah, the 3 exists. Never mind. This is not going to happen.
Right. And
So.
PlayStation's not like Nintendo, where the store isn't going to exist upon launch.
Right. Well, they also have like, I mean, they don't have the whole library of PS1 games up, but they have a decent amount. Like anything you're kind of looking for. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 things you're not, but you know, they don't have every Madden up there. It's pretty good. Still needs work, but you know, whatever.
Still needs work. Licenses are most likely the thing.
They really need to work on PS2 stuff.
What do you think about the leaked design from Let's Go Digital?
Ooh, I haven't
that
seen it. What does it
PS5?
look like?
Eh,
Does it look like Kit Kat bars like the PS4?
it looks like what the 80s thought the future would look like.
Ooh, somebody give me a link.
Do you have a link for that, Joey?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, drama. This is going to be a pure, innocent reaction. 'Cause I haven't even looked at it. Unless it's like that weird projector looking thing that they've been going for. Is it that?
Let's see here. Oh, that's just the tech model.
I
Let me see.
hope
Let me see. Where is it?
That's just the tech demo. It's the like the V space engine.
Nope. Gonna look. I'm gonna make sure because it's been a while.
Yeah, that's just the tech demo. It's not the actual
That better not be.
Oh my
what
god!
the PS5 looks like.
Oh yeah, that projector looking thing. You know, it looks like something else I can't picture, like a Roomba station.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, Roomba.
See, what they're missing there is like a cup holder right in the middle of the V.
Whoa! All right, you're onto something.
No, you see, I'm thinking long term here. See,
Oh.
you put your drinks there, then you accidentally spill it, and boom, new PS5 you have to buy.
Well, that's why they made the Super Nintendo a different shape for us dumb Americans, you know. Too many kids
Yeah, that's
spilling
just
their
the
Coke.
that's just the V1. That's not a confirmed design. That was just the tech model.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like things that look crazy different.
I don't know. I
You
need
could
it
probably
more
design
fridge-like.
something better. More fridge-like.
Ha.
I need it to look like a mini bar. Okay. Resident Evil 3 demo released. Anyone play it?
Nope.
No, but I saw a bit of Yang Ya playing it, and Nemesis scared the shit out of him.
Dude, Nemesis is kick fucking ass. I like what they did. It's exactly like the RE2 remake, basically. Same engine, same over-the-shoulder gameplay. The city is going around Raccoon City, just like you did in 3. I mean, we played 3 for the podcast, so a lot of it was very fresh in my mind.
Stars.
Yeah, it doesn't start exactly at the start of the game, but it does want you to get to the Nemesis part where you meet him. So pretty cool. It looks to be just a slam dunk, just like the second one was, the second remake. So hey, at least Capcom's doing good things still, unlike Konami.
Remember that time we all thought Capcom was the devil?
They still are in terms of the fighting games.
Yeah, but you know. That's every fighting game, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, the fighting game genre is just absolute trash. It's disgusting tactics. Anyways,
Especially with Dead or Alive 6 lately.
Oh, yeah.
don't even want to go
You
there.
have to pay $1 to change hair colors.
And then $1 back.
Yep.
Cool. Just like real hair dye. I don't get why you guys are complaining.
Okay, moving on to the movie stuffs.
All right.
We're here for podcast video games, and we're talking about movies, and it's Where's
Mega Man,
David's
just
team?
for you, Kevin.
Whoa, I love Mega Man.
I know
He's
you do.
han-
That's why I played it.
He's super handsome and buff.
I mean, yeah.
All right, that's all I had to say.
All right.
I'd kiss
Movie
him.
Games Part 2. The sequel,
All right.
one might say.
Part deux.
Part 3.
Electric Boogaloo.
Part 2.
Ooh, Electric
Teil
Boogaloo.
2. Criteria was a game based on a movie, just like before. And
Never
it
heard
was
of the
Joey's
movie.
theme pick.
Yes, it was.
Why did you pick the movie games?
I don't know. I just felt like it.
Wow,
I don't put much
So
thought in these
inspiring.
theme picks, honestly. It's whatever comes to me at the time.
a true inspiration.
Well, we go into your first game, Joey.
Yep, let's jump into Home Alone, the Genesis version.
Let's not.
It's back in the day when each game had their own version for each system, and some of them were good, most of them were terrible. And this one I don't think was very good.
You don't say.
Which is super disappointing to me, by the way.
Yeah, but I think this is one of the better ones, the Home Alone, so it really scares me to try any of the other games.
Oh,
the other ones
this
are
is the best one
atrocious.
apparently. And I remember seeing videos
boy.
being, oh my god, this is the good Home Alone. They did a good game, and then
I don't
I
think
was
it's
like-
good at all.
I was like, what a low bar to set.
There's one thing I like is the where you can build stuff inside the menu, where you can build your weapons and stuff. That was interesting, but I had trouble trying to figure out what I can jump on and what I can't jump on.
Yep.
And I felt like I was slower than the Wet Bandits because every time I tried to shoot them, they would capture me. So I don't know if that's just because I suck, but I kept getting caught constantly.
No, it was definitely the game.
Yeah.
It was not you, Joey. I can confirm this.
But
Yeah.
I watched somebody play because I suck so bad, and I didn't know that you can get a pain bonus. If you do enough pain to the bandits in a house, you get a bonus for completing the house.
So I thought that's how you knock them out. I was like, do I have to fill this bar? Because this is taking forever. And then there were
Yes, you
5
do
houses.
have to fill the bar.
So like there were 5 houses. Sorry, Joey, not to cut you off, but I was like, do I worry about this one house, and do I go to all of them? Like
Well,
I
that
don't.
is the strategy involved.
No, I don't want to.
But I
I just didn't get what.
I like sliding
Go ahead.
around killing the snowman. That was fun.
Yeah, you get points doing that.
Ooh, points.
So one thing you didn't say is developed and published by
Yeah,
Sega,
my bad.
released in 1992, and the
Never
game
heard of
clocks
them.
in around 2 hours.
Never heard of Sega. What's a Sega?
Who's Sega? What did they ever do?
I don't know. Something called a Mega Drive. More like Mega Drive me off a cliff. Am I right? Okay.
Wah wah.
No, I tried.
Yeah, so the you go house to house on the block to set various traps throughout the houses. That's step 1. The sequences are timed, and I actually looked up the game manual on this one.
Whoa.
And so you have about a minute before the wet bandits arrive, so you have to hop to it pretty much before they enter the neighborhood. And you have 20 minutes until the police arrive, so that's your objective into saving each house. Lesson 1. Do not overload a house with all traps.
But like, I didn't. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
just didn't
because
know
then
what
you
to-
won't have enough traps to save one of the other 4 houses.
I just didn't know what to do this whole game.
Well, I mean, it's an old game. You might have to look up the game manual. Like I
Sounds
did.
like a bad game.
Lots of games had game manuals back then.
Well,
Kevin.
they're bad. I could beat Mario Brothers with no manual. So
Mario Brothers had a manual.
yeah, but I could beat it without the
Yeah,
manual.
you didn't need the manual.
So good game.
So basically, then you gather after you set your traps, follow the wet bandits into a house. Your objective is to fill up the pain meter,
Pain.
in which it will make them leave and go to another house to try and rob. If you fail within the certain time to fill up the pain meter, Marv, I think that's his name, he will go into the basement of the house, plug it up, and flood it. Because he's the wet bandit. I remember from
right.
said movie. So basically, that you gather items in the house to build a weapon, but you need an operator to complete a weapon. So that's that menu you spoke of, Joey.
Mm-hmm.
But since the items are randomly generated in the houses, like I came across on multiple occasions, you could enter a house without an operator. So you couldn't build new weapons. So once you run out of your little BB gun, you were done.
Yeah. Okay.
There was no way to beat it.
All right. So then I'm not crazy. I was like, what do I do? Like, this isn't strong enough.
Right. So if you don't find that operator to build a weapon with these items you gathered in the house, you just can't build a weapon. So it's a huge game flaw.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge. It's almost game breaking if the operator just wouldn't spawn. But you don't have to save all 5 houses to beat the game, so it wasn't like totally egregious, but it was definitely very annoying when you're just like, well, this one's screwed. Nothing I can do. You just can't beat it. You can't save that house. Yeah. Found it very overly simple and flawed.
I found it very overly complex. I was like, I don't understand what to do anything in this game.
Should have looked up the game manual.
No, and you know what the thing is? I looked up a guide. You want to know what the guide told me? This is how you make weapons. And then we came to the issue. What if the house spawns with, like, something I need? Oh, good luck. Like, great.
Well, yeah, good luck.
Bad game.
The game has classic controls. It has jump, fire, and tire.
They're very essential. All of them.
Tire is a control. Very classic.
What was the tire used for? I can never figure it out. Is it supposed to help you
Tiring, obviously.
Yeah. I never figured it out, but I assume it is because there were a lot of items that were just not reachable.
Yeah.
You would lay a tire down and then you jump on the tire.
But you can only
See,
jump
I
on
never
the
jumped on a tire.
Found the tire or anything. You
You
what?
can only jump on the tire like 3 times and it breaks.
Yeah,
Just
As
like
tires
normal
do.
tires.
Right.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've replaced a tire on my car at least twice. So.
And there's, like, super bouncy. If you jumped on a tire, you ever go, like, flying in the air?
yeah, all the time.
That's how tires work.
How do you think my car gets its bounce on
It's true.
when I play sick Mexican music?
Whoa.
I want to say,
Look, I work with a lot of people from that country.
the music
I hear it all day.
music was terrible in this game.
Oh, boy.
Especially one of the lower houses. I forget which one. It was just so annoying. I had to leave the house. I didn't care if I saved it.
Well, there is the colonial home. I believe I have that right, where it's haunted and there are spooks,
As colonials are.
spooky ghosts in the colonial house.
Everyone knows that. All colonial houses are haunted.
And what's up with the high-tech house? Why is there a robot house?
Why not?
It's the high-tech house.
You answered your own question there, nerd.
Elon Musk lives there.
Yeah.
We all remember the Home Alone movie, Lost in High-Tech World.
With travel
Right.
tubes? I don't remember any travel tubes in Home Alone.
I don't know if you watched
Well,
the
I
right
mean, there was
movie.
a slide in one of them.
You clearly didn't watch Home Alone, my
I
guy.
guess I didn't. I guess I've only
Yeah.
seen
You
a
need
couple
to
of
pay
them.
attention to the 5th sequel.
This is a bad time to mention I also never watched a Home Alone.
What? Not even the first one?
I just haven't.
Oh, I'm so sad to
You're
hear
missing
that.
out.
I get the
You're missing
gist,
out
you
with the
know.
first
Kid
one.
gets left home alone, yells, ah, it's on the cover. I get it. We get it.
Perfect.
It's the whole movie.
You got it.
There's more than that.
Joe Pesci, you know. That's it, right?
Okay.
That's the whole movie.
Goes without saying, fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be fun because I've heard a lot of people be like, "This is the Home Alone game to play," and I'm like, "Is that like it's good or is it just the best one?" They're like, well, it's the best one," and I was like, "Okay, well,
That means
handle
we're going to have
that."
to play the other ones.
No, we don't. It's okay.
I'm going to select it.
don't think
Any
we have to
chance
do
I
that.
get, I'm going to select the terrible ones.
All right. Well, you know, it was great having you on the cast, but we got to let you go. Sorry to hear.
I mean, it definitely makes it easy to just go, I played 20 minutes of this. I think I'm good.
Yeah. Well,
Next game.
Yeah.
does free up more Zelda time. Also, 20 minutes, way too much time. I get it.
Yeah, I tried twice with this game. Could not get into it at all.
I had a whole stream chat saying this looks like shit, and I was like, you know what, you guys are right. Let's go play Zelda. And then we did.
Well,
The best
speaking of
thing is-
Zelda,
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say the best thing this and the other Home Alone games gave us is the Angry Video Game Nerd episode with Macaulay Culkin
That's true.
showing up.
And he was like, hey, these games suck. And I was like, hey, maybe this guy's onto something.
It's one of the
Segue?
few child stars to grow up to be well adjusted.
No.
I mean, it took him a while.
It was a rough path. I don't know about that one.
Hey, he still got there.
Well, we all get there, you know?
That's more than you can say for Lindsay Lohan.
Well, okay.
No. That's
Low bar.
Look, everyone knows the GOAT is Hillary Duff. She stayed normal, you know? She's just out there living her life.
Yeah, I mean, the worst
Yes.
she did was get caught on TMZ, like, sucking a hockey player's dick.
Whatever, don't we all? Like, happens to the best of us.
I mean,
Mara Wilson also grew up to be well-adjusted.
Who did?
Matilda.
I don't know that. I never watched Matilda either.
oh my god, what was your childhood like?
Playing Pokemon mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, go listen to the Anime Editions Pokemon episode. We just
You
released.
covered the Pokemon anime?
Yeah,
It's bad. Why?
Because they want to be the
because
very
a
best.
lot of people like Pokemon.
You just answered your own question.
No. Because here's the thing. Like, watching it as a kid, I always thought, like, man, in the games, I wish the Pokemon said their names. Man, that'd be cool. And then I went back and watched the show, and I was like, no, I don't. It's so annoying. Hate that show. Go on. Anyway, moving on.
A lot of people like Pokemon, Kevin.
I like Pokemon. I was just like, you know what? Maybe we just don't need to talk about the game. Or the anime. Whatever. Japan.
Joey, second
Second
game.
game.
All right.
Addams Family Values.
Yup.
Was on the Super Nintendo, created by Ocean Software and also published by them. I played this game a lot when I was younger, and I'd never beat it because I always got lost because it's super confusing.
Yeah.
Well, funny you mentioned that.
Yeah, really crazy how you ran into that issue.
But I mean, I think the graphics are still pretty good. They still hold up.
Yes.
You know exactly what you're looking at. The only other downside I saw is when enemies go behind like statues or trees, you can't see them. So there's many times I thought I killed everything, and then I get a hit behind something. But I also like that it gets extremely hard the more damage you take, because your lightning also gets weaker and shorter. So
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about a bad mechanic in a game. Here's the thing. I really like in Zelda when, like, you got full health. Oh, I'm going to shoot my little sword, get a little extra bonus. And I was like, oh, it's pretty neat. I got long lightning. Then I get hit. I was like, it goes down to green. I'm like, okay, I'll find some health. Also, health never drops. And then it got to red. I was like, okay, so if you're about to die, game's impossible. Got it. Great. So,
Well, when you think about it,
no.
when you get hit and you're taking damage, you get weaker.
Yeah. Great. Awesome in real life.
But there is
bad
a
in game.
reason why you just don't do that in video games.
Yeah. Turns out I'm trying to, like, escape. Not, like, remember that, like, I'm pathetic and weak.
You know, in the Yakuza series, there's an option when you are low on health. All of a sudden, you feel the force, let's say, and you get stronger for a temporary amount of time. Oh,
Yeah.
what a thought that is.
Well, and also, like, it wouldn't be so bad if, like, health dropped in this game, but it doesn't ever.
it does on the small.
It very
enemies.
rarely.
It does more outside of dungeons than it does anywhere else, but yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing it's a
Doesn't-
dungeon
doesn't
crawler.
do much good, does
Yeah,
it?
when you
Yeah,
don't need
good thing
it,
it's
it
a
drops
dungeon
a lot.
crawler. I mean, you can get those cookies from Granny, but also I had to listen to her talk about, like, dried scabs and other stuff, and I was like, I don't want to do that.
But you get 2 cookies every time.
Whoa. Only if she felt like it, also. Sometimes she's like, what? Leave me alone. I don't
wanna
want to
talk
give
to you
you...
right now. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm like, Granny, I need cookies health. I don't care. Die. Like, whatever.
So it's funny that we pick another Ocean Software game. Not the first time we've seen this game or this company in the movie game.
Making bad
series.
games.
They've made other things like Batman, Platoon, Rambo, Terminator 2.
What do all those have in common, JD? They're bad.
But Batman was good.
Nah, Sunsoft was Batman. Wait a minute.
It's not the same Batman you're thinking of.
What Batman game are you
okay.
talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I want to
Like
know
one
now.
we
Oh,
covered for
the
comic book games.
the PlayStation one?
no,
no.
the NES one.
NES was Sunsoft. Liars. I know this because
It's a different-
I guess there's a
Batman.
different one.
It's good.
Yeah, but we've covered Rambo and Terminator 2 on the podcast.
Bad games.
It came out on the Super Nintendo, February 1995 in North America. The Genesis got a version in Europe. So how about that?
Whoa.
This is a
Lucky
long
guys.
game.
Yeah, too long.
It can get you about 7 hours. So remember that Zelda game that was 7 hours long? Yeah, me neither.
Yes.
The story is loosely based on the plot of the film, loosely. The player takes control of Uncle Fester as he searches for the recently kidnapped baby Pubert.
Great name.
Yeah. On the way, he receives help from the various Addams family members and a host of original characters from the game, which the original characters were kind of cool. Was not expecting Zelda Addams Family, that's for sure.
No, yeah, that was weird.
So I could definitely see the roundtable discussion there. Idea: let's make an Addams Family game. Okay.
All right. I'm in.
Okay, feel me?
Yeah.
It's a popular show.
There's a movie that came out. We got to capitalize.
We're gonna make it like Zelda. Okay,
yeah,
totally feel you.
Zelda's
okay,
good.
how about
Zelda's
this?
Good.
Instead of the main family members as the main character, like Wednesday, Morticia, Gomez, Pugsley, even.
Those are characters, yeah.
How about the freak uncle?
Wait, hold on.
Love it. Cool.
We already did a game of that, though. What if we just did it again? Yes, got it.
Yeah. Start with a 3-hit system. You can get cookies for extra health. That was mentioned.
Yeah.
Attack via lightning from Fester's right hand specifically.
Oh, yeah, about that. That was also awful. Because I'd come into so many scenarios where he's just like, I'm not moving my hand. This enemy's going to come at me from a slight left angle. That's it. Done.
Yeah. So it definitely takes a bit to get used to since it isn't a center attack from the character. Found the game pleasantly surprising at first.
Yeah, and then it just wanes.
The sprite work was pretty neat and cartoony. I was quite a fan. I found the dungeons not particularly interesting nor inspiring.
No.
Very, very bland, and they kind of got samey. So they weren't bad, but I got really bored of this game much quicker than I initially thought upon booting this thing up. The thing that really bothered me the most wasn't so much the gameplay or even the kind of dull look to it all. It was the lack of sound and sound effects.
There was, but I think they tried to keep it creepy with Addams Family, but the Super Nintendo could do so much better.
Well, that's the point. It was so bare bones, there was really nothing to it. Your attacks have no feel to them because the sound wasn't there. I was trying to think of analogies I could put onto this, and it was like someone knocking on my door once, or hitting a hammer on the wall once, depending on the attacker or someone hitting you.
Mm.
Yeah, it was just nothing to it at all.
Yeah.
The overworld got very samey way too fast, so easily got lost and just didn't know where I was anymore.
It also got way too confusing later on, and even to the point where I used a guide, and the guide was like, I don't fucking know. You're in the desert, go north-ish. So, I couldn't even get external help. Map wasn't useful.
Do you guys remember the Sega Master System? Well, you don't, Joey, but the Sega Master System kind of Zelda game that we played?
Which? Golden Axe Warrior?
No. It was, Colin, you know which one I'm talking about?
Not off the top of my head.
You're the Master System guy. I figured you'd know.
The name just escapes me currently.
Belda.
So basically, the game in a vacuum isn't horrible, but it's all these little things that just compound onto each other. They just add up, and then you're just like, man, I'm just not into this anymore.
Yeah. How far did you get?
Completed 2.5 dungeons.
Okay. Did you get to the desert? Because that's where I quit.
I think that's the 3rd dungeon, so I got 2 there.
Yeah. Right before there, I was like, I don't think I care enough to keep going.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
You're just like, man, I think I'm good.
Yeah, no, I got to that point. I was like, this isn't bad, but I don't care enough to keep going also. So, I kind of just...
find this game.
Yeah.
Must not be that important.
It's not. Don't worry about it.
Well then. Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to fail Addams Family Values. It goes for about $11 if you want a short Zelda adventure, but realize its many flaws. I guess you can pick it up if you got something you really need to add to your collection. Home Alone for the Genesis was $13, by the way. Don't recommend that one.
Yeah, no, that's way too much.
But yeah, I'm still gonna fail Addams Family Values, but it didn't cause me pain inside or anything.
No, we'll get to the tiering later, but I'm kind of on a soft fail too. I was like, on its own, this would probably be fine, and if I didn't have access to more stuff to play, I'd be like, okay, maybe I'll put it down, come back, fresh set of eyes. But I was, now I'm like, I don't really care. I can play Zelda.
And what are you doing? You're playing Minish Cap, right?
I am playing Minish Cap, and it's super cool, guys. Let's talk about that instead. He's got a little bedhead Link. He's adorable.
I'm gonna pass this.
What?
Oh,
That's pass, but
Why?
it's a pass. I mean, I think it's, even though you get lost, I still like it enough to play it.
I can see it. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I played the wrong game.
He was playing Kingdom Hearts again. Boo!
Boo.
Plock, boo!
Boo.
Don't you dare insult Plock.
3DO, boo!
Yeah, 3DO boo.
Aw.
That's definitely a boo.
See, I
What
can
is
hit
Joey?
back.
What is Joey like enough that we can insult him?
Counter-Strike, boo!
Counter-Strike sucks. Boo!
That's okay. You guys can hate it.
RGB keyboards are unnecessary. Boo!
A good thing I don't have one.
Damn it. Do you have 2 monitors?
Yes, I do.
You don't have 4 eyes. Boo!
I have 3 monitors at work.
Oh, that's
He
good.
wears glasses. That's 4 eyes.
Boo, nerd.
Yeah, the game I played was like a basic platformer with Metroidvania exploration where you play as the bobblehead doll version of Gomez.
Oh, that is a different game entirely. What
That
is
is a way different game.
Yeah, what did you play? Because I
It's
wanted
the same
to play that.
title.
Is it?
It's the same title, except it chopped off the
Really?
values part. I couldn't find the Addams Family values on my emulator.
Oh, so you just play
I
Addams
ended up
Family.
playing this one.
Yeah, that's the original
Oh.
Addams Family. Came out in 92.
But it was also an Ocean Software game, so...
Damn it, Ocean.
Yeah, they made a lot of them, I think. They made
They made a
Yeah,
lot
the
of
one
movie
I-
games.
they made Pugsley Scavenger Hunt as well, and they nope, that's the only other one they made.
Was it LJN that made Fester's Quest?
believe so.
No, I think it's Sunsoft
Sunsoft.
again because they had really good music.
It was
Because
Sunsoft.
it's the same Blaster Master, guys.
And the new Addams Family was made by 7 cents.
Who?
7
Is that how much the game costs?
Oh, got him.
Hey, it came out in 2001, so it can't be that bad. Maybe we'll play that next time.
That's hype like movie game being bad time actually.
All right,
Yeah,
Colin.
When
your-
I've played, I fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Good.
Colin,
Yeah.
your game.
Alright. I picked Spider-Man 2, the movie, the game, on PS2, GameCube, and Xbox.
Yeah.
It's developed by Treyarch, the
Yeah.
console versions. There were a bunch of other developers that you can look up on Wikipedia for the other versions. And it was published by Activision.
Boo.
But wait, no, they're fine.
We can all agree.
They're okay sometimes.
Not nowadays.
Yeah. Good point. Boo.
And it was really,
What was that?
like I said, released on PS2, GameCube, Xbox, PC, and Game Boy Advance in North America on June 28th, 2004, and in the EU on July 9th, 2004. Now,
Quick
this
turnaround.
is... Now, this is a sandbox superhero game, one of the first of its kind, and I'd say it's really well done. Its biggest claim to fame is the web-swinging mechanics, which are top-notch, rock solid. I mean, you really feel like Spider-Man when you're swinging around New York. And the fighting gameplay is pretty good, too. I mean, I like to think it paved the way for Arkham Asylum's gameplay, with like the warning indication and dodging system for combat.
I would make a bet you were right on that.
I would make a bet they probably looked at it and said it for the Amazing Spider-Man instead. I just want to be an asshole. Sorry.
Yeah, the plot is fairly loosely based on the movie. I mean, it's pretty much the same, but with added stuff like new super, with other supervillains from the comics like Rhino and Mysterio, and you actually get Bruce Campbell as a narrator in the game, so that's a huge win already.
Whoa.
Yeah, but minus 5 points for Tobey Maguire, though.
Oh, come
Talking
on. He's
about-
fine.
That's like plus 100 points.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, listen. No, he was a great Spider-Man, but a bad Peter Parker, if that makes sense. Because he's too old.
Some would argue he was the perfect Peter Parker because he was perfectly dorky.
Yeah, but he was just too old. That was the only thing.
it's his dumb, punchable face.
I like what's the new guy?
There was Andrew Garfield, and now there's Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's cool, man. I like Tom Holland. He's funny.
He's okay.
He's great. Good person.
But yeah, I really love this game. It's one of yet another game I would always rent from Blockbuster way back when, but never actually bought until a while ago. Although I bought it earlier than other blockbuster games in my repertoire. But yeah, it's actually been like 15 years since I last played this game, according to my memory card, and it's still just as fun now, although my muscle memory for web swinging is fairly intact, so there wasn't really much of a learning curve for me.
Well, follow-up question then. Did you play or buy the 2018 Spider-Man game?
I bought it, but I have not played it yet.
Okay.
I hear it's really good, so I'll get to it.
I have thoughts. I have thoughts.
I'll get to it sooner or later. I mean, we all got plenty of time on our hands to play games, as of right now.
Indeed.
Why, is there something going on?
In any case,
Okay. So I'll just go on. The game goes for about $8, so it's a very good price. Game clock's in around 17 hours, so it is not a short adventure.
No.
It's based on the Doc Octopus movie. Plays out very much the same with the subpar dialogue delivery because it's an early 2000s PS2 game, essentially. Open world and city with the web slinging, so very much the archaic version of the new Spider-Man game that came out in 2018. The web slinging itself took me a bit to learn, as at first I kept hitting buildings over and over again. I would hit everything quite frequently. Nothing against the game, nor the physics per se. It just took some time to get used to it and learn, mostly because it's the first of its kind to do it. So no minus points there. It's just what it was. This is quite literally the archaic version of mentioned 2018 Spider-Man game, to the point I swear I was in my head thinking that the 2018 is just a remaster of this game. Right?
Well,
there were some strange platforming sections that seemed odd to me, like the arrow platforms in the sky. That was very strange when I got to that point in the game.
Where else do you put them?
I mean, sides of buildings, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, floating in the sky, just randomly.
You don't see floating platforms in the sky right now?
I do not, Joey. I live in the island of roads, not the island of sky roads.
Whoa. Skyrim.
So the 2018 Spider-Man game, for those that have played that game, that's what this archaic game is. This retro. It's a retro version of that same game. From swinging around the city. We played another Spider-Man game in the past where the web would just go into the abyss of the sky.
It's hitting a plane. It makes sense.
Yeah. In this one, it actually goes to the building, so you gotta stick to the buildings this time. So the amount of improvement in just that aspect alone was outstanding. As you swing around, there's various side missions, as Colin mentioned, with how Batman works, where it's, my spidey senses, someone's in trouble, got to save. Where the game lost me...
There's also like incoming hits from enemies.
Yeah.
That you can dodge.
Where the game lost me was the forced side missions. So very much like how I was speaking about Judgment, how that really took me out of the game. This one did the exact same thing. I'm like, I don't care. I just want to play the mission. I want to see the next villain. I want to move on with the game. But the forced aspect of a lot of the side missions was very irritating. I never like being forced to leave the main story. I don't care what game it is, that just doesn't do it for me at all. If I was a bigger Spider-Man fan, I would have played more. I mean, it's just like the 2018 game. I recognize it's a very good game, but I'm not a Spider-Man fan, so I'm just not into it.
Whack.
Fair
What
enough.
are my thoughts?
Whack.
Joey, what do you think?
Oh.
I really enjoyed it. I thought this game was a lot of fun.
Are you a Spider-Man fan?
I am somewhat. I mean, I want to call myself a diehard fan. I work with someone who's
Okay.
really into Spider-Man, but I mean, I enjoy Spider-Man. I just haven't played any of their games because mostly they're on PlayStation, and I don't own PlayStation, so
Well, you're wrong.
You own a PS3. Don't be silly.
Yeah.
I don't know if I do anymore.
What?
What?
My favorite of the four?
I don't think I have it anymore. It's either in storage or I
You,
sold it.
sir.
You didn't have Kevin's feelings involved with that.
No,
that
it's fine. It's fine.
maneuver
He
there.
doesn't care about me. I get it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
It's
that's
whatever.
true.
Like, what am I gonna do? All right, I'll go fuck myself. It's fine.
Yeah, you should.
All right. Well, it makes sense. Good. Glad we're on the same page.
I mean, I don't even use my Xbox to play games on it anymore. That's just...
I'm sorry. You
streaming
said you
box.
don't even care.
I don't even care.
Bastard.
So,
Well, I'm not surprised you don't play games on your Xbox. It's not like there's any games to play on it in the first
I
place.
think the only games I did play were, like, Madden and FIFA.
What? Why is he here?
They're the only games I like to play on console. I only like to play sports games on console, so... I think I have Halo on it, too, but I don't play console games.
Oh, you definitely have Halo. I remember.
Yeah, I got the Master Chief Collection, but... Yeah, I just don't buy games for console.
And you have Wolfenstein New Order.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein?
Hell yeah.
I do love me some
So-
Wolfenstein.
I mean, I really enjoyed the game. I just hated the... I had issues with the camera.
Well, yeah. naturally.
Yeah, that
I was trying to
a real
use the
problem.
second joystick to make the camera work, and I ended up...
Oh, you fool.
More times than not, I was looking at myself swinging towards the camera, and I got lost, and I ran into things, so... That's my only issue with the game, is I just couldn't master that.
Yeah, that kind of leads into one of my annoyances with the game, is that you don't get to make custom waypoints on the map. You have to constantly check to make sure you're going the right way to certain destinations, like the pizza place or the Spidey store.
Well,
And-
things that were improved later in later games. They're just like, man, we should have probably had that.
Pizza time.
One thing I noticed was that I feel like the webbing and wall crawling mechanics were more well integrated into the Neversoft Spider-Man game. I mean, sure, the web swinging mechanics are top-notch, but the game doesn't make much effort to incorporate wall crawling and certain web mechanics into the mission, like in the first Neversoft game.
It's funny you mention that, because I was thinking very much the same thing, where the sticking mechanic of even an older title worked better, and I think it this is just a theory I have. I think it clashed with the physics mechanic in this game, where if
Yeah,
they wanted
maybe.
the whole collision aspect of it all, they couldn't program both of those, or they just didn't know how, or didn't think to, because they were so focused on the physics aspect. That's just a theory I had behind it. I was that very much came up in my mind as well.
Yeah, possibly. I just remember in like the Neversoft game, there were some cool stealth sections where you had to like crawl on the ceiling and grab the guards and hit them with a web and swing them into a wall and such. Those are mechanics I found really fun, and they weren't really here in this game. But like you said, it was probably just like physics engine conflict with the coding.
Yeah,
But if you were able
something
to-
that wouldn't be an issue in today's technology.
Yeah, if you were able to integrate that in addition to the web swinging mechanics, you pretty much have a mechanically perfect Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
And I think my favorite parts of the game were with Mysterio, because he keeps using all these different movie cliches to show how grandiose he is, and it's hilarious.
One might say he's the best Spider-Man villain.
True. Or Green Goblin. Either way. They're both great.
At one point he's like, "Welcome to my funhouse of doom." Funhouse of doom? I thought you were an alien.
Don't ask questions. Too many questions.
Yeah, easy pass from me.
Easy pass, yes.
Yeah, no, this is one of the better movie games they ever made. When people reference them, it's like GoldenEye, this, and then I don't know, Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine. There we go. It's a good one. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it going.
Oh wait, Joey, do you pass
I
it?
pass it.
Okay, all right. Just gotta make sure.
No, he doesn't. He's a liar.
Yep.
All right,
I
Kevin.
pass as much as I
you
pass
picked
the
a game.
PS3.
Oh no! Wait. Yes.
I don't know if he's into that or not?
Nah, I passed it.
Kevin, you picked a game.
I did pick a game because that's what we do for this podcast. I picked a game. It's called Jurassic Park. I don't know why I'm saying it like this. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Jurassic Park for the Genesis specifically because the Nintendo ones are like top-down shooters. But anyway, this is a platformer where you could be a raptor, guys. Ooh, ah with me. Do it. You guys are not helping. Thanks, thank you, Tina, from the crowd.
I hope your mic picked her up.
I think it did. It probably did.
I really want that to.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
All right. Anyway. Oh, it sounded like Roman. I'm cool now, JD.
All right. Who developed and published this fucker? When it come out?
Fine. Developers. Blue Sky Software is published by Sega. It came out in 1993. The thing I remember about this game is my cousins used to have it for a kid, and that opening cutscene of the T-Rex like badly JPEGing out from the side. It was absolutely horrifying watching him take the Jeep in its mouth and just shaking it around with that flashing lights.
Oh yeah.
So like I remember this game as like vaguely as a kid being like, "Oh, this game's cool," and then I remember something. It was like, I think you could play as a raptor in that. And then when we were talking about movie games, it's like, well, that's an excuse to jump around as a raptor. So the first thing I did when I turned this game out is like, I'm gonna go around, platform as a raptor, eating the humans up. Turns out platformers aren't made with raptors in mind. Who would have guessed? Because it's bad. Playing around as a raptor is stiff. It's not fun. He doesn't really fit anywhere. There's a bunch of little dinosaurs that apparently gnaw at your shins and can kill you because reasons. You know,
They are throughout the game.
Yeah, it just wasn't fun to play as a raptor. And then I think I got to the part where you're in some kind of sewer system, and the raptor barely fits in these tubes, but then he has to get to the edge, and his sprite has to jump up, but because he's so large, I couldn't find out where to put him on the pipe where he wouldn't hit the ceiling and wouldn't fall into the whatever below him. So I was like, okay, well, that's as far as I got. So I was like, clearly this was probably like a, haha, okay, you can play as Raptor, go play as Grant, the real game now, right? And then it was just like a below average platformer. So I wasn't thrilled with it. I got to the power station, and like Grant's animations are so stiff, which is one of the things I always like when a game's trying to be ambitious. Sometimes the art takes place over like gameplay, and it was like just so stiff and awkward to play as Grant. He kind of gets locked into a jumping animation. I couldn't control him in midair. I kind of was having trouble finding out what weapons did what. It kind of took some exploring, but then I just got to a part where like the level design doesn't really show you what you're about to jump into or plan for, and I found myself at a couple dead ends, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Yeah, there's quite a lot of leap of faith in this game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Leap of faith.
there's a lot.
Park,
Oh, yeah.
some would call it. I don't know. I didn't have fun, but you know, I can see where somebody would have fun with it because it's not the worst movie game, but you know, there's probably a better one. I think Rampage Edition, which is also not an expansion of this game. It's a sequel somehow. Bad name. I think that one's the good one. Could be right. But we had to play through this first to, you know, see how bad it was. But yeah, that was my experience with it, and I hate it.
So the playthrough as the Raptor is glitched out and buggy as all hell.
Oh,
it's basically,
no.
Yeah, it's basically unplayable. The detection hitbox of the Raptor itself is horrid. It makes the platforming basically impossible. Like you said with the sewer pipe part, you just don't know what's a platform, what isn't. You barely fit. It's very, very unplayable. So there's half the game right there that's awful.
But it was like kind of like a throw-in, like, haha, play as the Raptor. I didn't think it was like, oh, guys, come on, we got to play as the Raptor, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think it was like a whole separate campaign. I thought it was just like a neat little, like, here's an Easter egg.
Well, I mean, Alone in the Dark 4, Resident Evil 2, you play the same game just with two different characters, and it branches off. That's what I think this was going for.
Right.
Maybe it was just a goof add-in that they just didn't program at all. I mean, that's very possible.
They did not program it at all.
But I actually completed the entire Grant playthrough.
Whoa, why?
Wow.
Yeah,
How?
why indeed?
Why?
I asked myself that the same thing. It didn't take as long as I thought it would. It only took just over an hour and a half.
That's still an hour
So-
and a half wasted.
Well, one might agree with you, that's for sure.
Right.
So yes, so I'll just go through my little experience and notes here of me playing this game. The Rex has demolished your car, says the dialogue to start off the game, straight from the T-Rex Jeep scene in Jurassic Park.
The
Not
Rex
the
does
T-Rex
that.
has demolished your car. The Rex.
The T-Rex
has
is
demolished your
copyrighted, obviously. You know,
cars. Right.
from history.
You have to pay
History
extra for
copyrighted
that
it.
tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power Rangers copyrighted it.
Oh, that's what it was.
I thought the Grant sprite, I liked how big the sprite was, but it was very unimaginative. It was just this Pitfall Harry character with just jeans and a blue shirt or whatever it was.
He's got his cool hat, bro.
Yeah. Right away, thought the dark, gloomy palette was pretty cool. Graphics were pretty damn good, at least the artwork of it. There was a lot of parallaxing involved. There is fall damage, which I'm not a fan of.
In a platformer
Yeah.
where you fall things.
If you fall too far, so let's say the distance of how you can see on the screen, like that distance, that's considered too far in the game, and you'll just fall through the screen and screaming dead on a black screen. It's
10 out
actually
of 10.
pretty damn funny.
What a good game.
Yeah. 3 lives, no continues. Luckily, though, there is a password feature, so it made it pretty easy to just, all right, I got to the end, I'll just do the end of the level, next one, or I got close enough, next level.
It does
situation.
that nice thing where if you didn't shut the game off, it just says like, here's the password, and you're like, oh, well, all right then.
Right. I kind of wish more games would use the password feature, at least with a retro style game made today, because then you just, I don't know, it would kind of bring back more that retro feel. There are no checkpoints in the levels, so that absolutely totally sucks. But once you know kind of where you're going, at least to an extent, the levels are really only a minute or two long.
Yeah.
So the game itself, like once you know where to go on all these levels and where you need to take a leap of faith, because that does happen at least twice per level, that really turns the game down quite a lot. The life bar carries over from level to level. That was irritating.
Yeah, well, I thought that was 3 life bars worth of stuff. No, that's like 1 life bar is like your life. Or
Yeah.
you know what I'm trying to say.
And there's a lot of areas where you have to take fall damage, so that's aggravating. Basically, you cannot get hit by a dinosaur.
Right.
That's what it's telling you to do. I thought the level designs were very oddly mapped out. Just kind of felt too mixed and mishmashed.
Yeah.
Game is built in a way where the character is centered on the screen, and all the enemies leap at you from just off screen. So it's supposed... I think what they were going for is supposed to be a jump scare. You take this leap of faith, then bam, there's a raptor situation. Right? And you just go, ah! But instead, it just makes you get frustrated because you get hit all the time, right?
As you do.
Can't... Yeah, so then the next time you play it, you go, okay, I'll leap, throw the grenade, or use the dart gun, and then I move on. So it's trial and error. It's kind of like a 50-50 extent. And if you ever have to go down, at least you can hold down on the D-pad, and that'll get you to look at the lower levels, and you'll take less fall damage. Level 3, and Kevin, you are lucky you didn't get to this one. The raft stage is shit.
Good.
It is a complete level of trial and error. So you are going down a river in a raft. You go left and right on the screen, and if you don't know, like, there's just so many things where you'll just fall and die immediately. It's like a one-hit system.
Sounds super fun.
Yeah,
Level 3 was
saved
hard.
the shit out of that level.
Oh, yeah. Needless to say, I played this on my little Ouya emulator I got, and
Why?
I say, I have every emulator on my Ouya.
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize you were playing. You were so superior with an Ouya.
Well, I mean, it's my Raspberry Pi, basically.
Oh, actually, it is pretty good at that. I forgot.
Yeah, it's
I just
excellent.
thought you were like, I'm gonna be the most indie I can.
Look, I can use a PS3 controller for every game.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Anyways, there's only 7 levels in the entire Grant playthrough, so it's not very long. Again, each level is only about a couple minutes. Level 6 is hot garbage. Okay?
Okay.
Go on.
So the game has a small amount of lag to begin with. That's what you think you're going through, Kevin, where you're kind of locked in a jump, or he moves really slow, he's overran it. And it's actually a lag that's going through the game at all times because there's just so much detail in the backgrounds and parallaxing.
Oh, there's frame rate drops everywhere in this game. Fred's mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah. Level 6 is in a volcanic cave where you are sliding down these like limestone formations all the time. Add the lag to that sliding mechanic, the game just chugs way too much, and because the jump animation is so overly animated, you just won't grab a ledge very much. Like, you easily just won't grab it. The game just goes, nope, you didn't grab it. Too bad. Fall to your death. It's cheap. The whole level is Cheap Death City. So I didn't like level 3. Level 6 was even worse. Okay? So, again, save state the shit out of that. The music kind of sucks overall. That's all I gotta say about that.
Good.
The last level, though, level 7, was pretty cool because you're in the main museum building area in just like the movie. There's lots of cool chase scenes with the raptors going after you. The final boss is you jump down between 2 raptors. Okay? So you jump on the skeletons above, and then you land in between 2 raptors. Turns out, those 2 raptors are invincible. The exact opposite the entire game has taught you. Where you can use like a rocket launcher or darts and they will die or you'll take them out. So I died twice, and because there's no checkpoints, I had to go through the same level twice. And so I'm just like, I'm looking this shit up. Turns out, you have to throw a grenade over the raptors so they land in front of them, and that will eventually cause the dinosaur skeletons to fall on the raptors and kill them.
Awesome.
Okay?
Bad game.
I didn't have enough grenades to do that. So, I looked up the ending. Because I'm like, well, shit. Stupid. Yeah, as soon as the skeletons fall on them, the credits roll, and that's it. Super lame, I gotta say.
So it's like Shinobi's ending?
Well, Shinobi's ending was just game over, black screen, the game starts over. I'm like, fuck off. That's still one of my most hated endings in games to this day, is the Shinobi ending.
Yeah.
Joey, imagine a game where each time you die, it's a black screen that says game over. Okay?
Okay.
Dark Souls, got it.
How would you like the end of the game, after all that trial and tribulations that you went through, you get that same screen?
It's like a perfect ending. Either you die or you beat the game. Doesn't matter.
Fairy tale ending, some would call it.
Yeah. So, I wouldn't say I beat Jurassic Park, but I played the whole game.
You played more than anyone should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than me, anyway.
Did you play the wrong game again, Colin?
Nope, I got the right one.
Okay, good.
I actually remember playing this on display at Blockbuster way back when.
Ooh.
I remember having a hard time because I was trying to be cool and kept trying to charge up the zapper to hit the Dilophosaur.
Got your jean
It kept
jacket
hitting me with its poison spit before I could get it charged enough.
Yeah, I found that worthless.
And yeah, like you guys are saying, the game has very slippery controls, very stiff. Combined with the weird level mapping, leaps of faith, and 8-direction firing, it's like Home Improvement all over again.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I was able to play past the part with the motorboats down the waterfalls with a lot of save scumming, but I couldn't figure out how to get past the one part with the box and the steam vent. It's like I tried exploding a bunch of shit, but
well,
couldn't
there's
advance.
yeah, you have to push. You actually okay. So this is stupid. You push the box over the side to the where the ladder is.
Yeah.
And the box will float in space.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Good. I would have guessed that too.
Yeah, right?
I mean, it's pretty obvious after you play Spider-Man with some sky platforms.
See, Spider-Man was training me for Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I mean, kind of sucks because once I had kind of gotten used to the controls, I was having a bit of fun up until the waterfall bit, but after that, just lost me.
Yeah, I didn't hate the first two levels. The power plant was kind of cool. But yeah, like level 3 and 6, I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's 1/3 of this fucking game, basically. Get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta fail this one.
Oh, God. I don't know why I played it as long as I did, but yes, fail.
Definitely fail.
Maybe it's because I like Jurassic Park.
I mean, look, it's not good. Turns out movie games generally not good.
Yeah. Goes for about $6. Take that for what it's worth.
I totally forgot we had one more game. I was getting hungry. Fuck. Let's make it quick.
Yeah. We have one more.
Oh, thank you.
Die Hard Arcade on the Sega Saturn. My game pick. And easily the most expensive at $55 on this list.
How is it so expensive?
Because it's a Sega Saturn game, Joey.
And you want to gift someone a Sega Saturn?
Well, I mean, you can get reproduction.
Hey, here, go buy expensive games.
Well, get reproductions. Developed by AM1, a division of Sega. Published by Sega. Released in Japan January 24th, 1997. North America, February 28th, 1997. And the EU, February 27th, 1997. Game clocks in around maybe 1 hour, depending if you are any good or you suck. I loaded the game up with many credits because it's an arcade port, so it only took me about 30 minutes to beat. So the Neo Geo Metal Slug tactic. I have all the quarters. I will beat this game. So I actually played this game through a MAME emulator because I wasn't sure if I wanted to buy this or not. It is a polygonal beat 'em up, and yes, came naturally because I am playing so much Yakuza, so it really reminded me of it. In between stages, there is a short QuickTime event scene, I was not expecting, in which it leads into creating an epic, let's call it a dramatic action scene, where you can do a running clothesline on an enemy, or jump out of the way of a fire truck. It usually begins in first-person view, which I thought was odd. The game has a weird heavy lag between loading the next scene each time. It's probably because it's a port, right?
It's probably because it's on the emulator. Oh, no.
But I was playing the MAME emulator, so I'm like, it's probably not the reason.
It's probably the reason.
Yeah. But yeah, I needed definitely to credit scum this because the enemies hit very hard, doing a lot of damage. At times they'll do just like a fourth, or if you get caught in a loop, it'll be 2/3 of your health bar just immediately gone. So that sucked. The problem is the character can only look on a horizontal plane, right? So left and right only. So he can't...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So enemies will attack you vertically with switching on the plane, right? So they'll move up and down. So that's the toughest challenge in the game right there, is just that you can only attack on that horizontal plane in this pseudo 3D space. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought the game had a good sense of comedy to it, with funny character scenes. There's one point where you end up in a bathroom and dude's got his pants down, he's pissing in the urinal. So you fight him just before he's taking a piss, and yeah.
He seems to be doing squats at the same time.
Yeah, he's like, what are you doing, buddy?
As one
Come
does.
on, one shake only, come on. The weapons are really funny. It reminded me of Yakuza in a lot of ways. You get rocket launchers and katanas and shit.
Cool.
It's pretty funny. The most absurd enemy I came across in the game was this boss fight after the fountain fight scene, where it's a giant football player wearing a green alien mask, I was like, you don't belong here. As you progress through the game, the character slowly loses clothes, and it's like more ripped, basically. Halfway through the game, he has ripped pants, no more shoes on. He's got a wife beater on, so John McClane, basically, as he's going through Nakatomi Plaza. The worst enemy, I think, were the hazmat suit guys, where they would roll on the floor shooting you with a gun. Those were bad. I think I lost like 2 credits worth alone off those guys.
Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The final boss was very aggravating. So you fight the evil bearded dude in the main office, whom of course has a remote that makes the entire section of walls fly out from you, and they hit you. So it's impossible to avoid. I didn't avoid a single one. It was ridiculous. Oh, and the building's about to explode in 5 minutes, of course. So why he's still there, I don't know. But action movie, hey.
He's got things to do.
Yeah. So after you beat him in that annoying room and the walls are flying out at you, you fight him a second time on the roof, where this time he has weapons. And it wasn't as hard as I thought, especially because he didn't have fucking walls coming out at me every 3 seconds. But if he does hit you with his sword, it does like half damage to your bar immediately, so you just can't get hit. You can, it's a beat 'em up, so you can just spam the spin kick button for most of the game, and that will save you. You get a big thank you from the ugly polygonal chick at the end, and you fly away in the helicopter. Not sure why the building doesn't explode, like at all.
Don't worry about it.
It was supposed to explode in 5 minutes.
Boom. It will.
Maybe it was like the Yakuza ending where, it just didn't explode the whole time, trust me. But swerve. It wasn't anyways.
Whoa.
Yeah, I
In
mean...
fact,
Anyways, Colin, go on.
this game was actually, when it was originally released in Japan, it was not a Die Hard adaptation. It was called Dynamite Deca.
What?
Dynamite Detective.
Mm.
So when it got adapted for a Western release, they saw the similarities to Die Hard and thought, hey, let's name it Die Hard Arcade.
Is that why there's a blonde guy running in the beginning?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, that makes more sense now.
Yeah, I remember playing the shit out of this game in the arcades every chance I got. I mean, it was one of my go-to arcade games, along with Area 51, Metal Slug, Primal Rage, Turtles in Time, House of the Dead, Time Crisis, Silent Scope.
Silent Scope.
Good
I
game.
haven't heard that in a while.
Hey,
Good game.
It was fun.
It's on Xbox.
Especially when you
weirdly.
have the sniper rifle peripheral
It's on Xbox.
with the arcade game.
It's a weird game to play.
Yeah, I
with a
remember
controller.
really always liking the combat. It was just satisfying as heck, much like Zombie's Revenge from a while back.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you could like pick up brooms or pipes and swing them in a circle, or there's all kinds of guns to use. There's pistols, machine guns, and even frickin' missile launchers.
Yeah, boy, man, you need those guns and rocket launchers in this game. They hit hard too. It's quite funny watching these polygonal dudes just bounce around the screen after getting hit with them. Very satisfying.
And there's even some wrestling moves incorporated.
As there should be.
Body slams, German suplexes.
Yep, clotheslines. And you can even hit the enemies in midair and send them flipping around.
Yeah, running drop kicks.
All these things really
Yeah,
work too. So
Yeah, the quick time. I found the quick time events easy. I didn't miss a single one. So I was like, hey. Usually these archaic quick time events, you're not given enough time, and you're just like, oh shit, what do I do? I fail. Life over, right?
yes.
Yeah. And sometimes the set pieces could be pretty creative, like when you're fighting a bunch of firefighters and the fire truck is going back and forth spraying water the whole time, and you have to avoid it.
I don't know how you avoid it though, because I figured I'd just stand behind a pillar, but the water goes through the pillar.
Yeah, I think you can jump over it.
I wasn't able to, but it didn't matter. Like, it didn't do enough damage for me to like totally care, and it's in the early part of the game as well.
Yeah, it just knocks you on your ass, really.
Yeah.
But it also knocks the enemies on their asses.
Yeah, so it's totally fair play.
And at one point, you're also fighting spider robots with frickin' laser beams.
That was so weird. What was really cool, though, is as you do damage to those robots, you can take its leg and beat its ass with it.
Yeah.
That
I
was
really
cool.
liked that.
Yeah, I was not expecting the robots. I'm like, I don't remember this in Die Hard.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Robots
same
were
thing.
the best part of Die Hard. I remember them
True.
vividly.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Very vividly.
It's true. He's right.
Die Hard 6, The Terminator.
Whoa.
Yeah, and occasionally you can hit enemies in the groin, or get hit in the groin yourself, and you'll see a short pain animation when it happens. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, like you said, JD, the whole thing with only being able to fight on a horizontal plane instead of all directions was kind of unwieldy.
I mean, that was the challenge. It didn't deter me from playing it, because I'm thinking, this is 1997, it's a beat 'em up. And when I thought about it, if I could, like, turn the character on that 3D plane, I think that would have been really annoying, and it just would have increased the difficulty of actually hitting the characters with moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
think that was a necessary sacrifice to make the game easier. Actually.
Yeah, I think they were kind of like operating on similar fighting mechanics, like in Final Fight or Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't quite fully mastered like all direction fighting by that point. But yeah, I give this one a pass.
I'll pass it as well. Joey, Kevin, what do you got to say about DHA?
It's good. It's a good beat 'em up. I remember playing it on an arcade machine mostly. That's how I played it, but it was also a long time ago. But I don't remember having any bad feelings about it. So it must be good.
I'm on the fence about it, but I'll probably lean more pass.
Yes.
Well, fun. All right. Our games we chose for said podcast of Movie Games 2 is Home Alone on the Genesis, Addams Family Values on the SNES, Spider-Man 2 on the PS2, Xbox, GameCube,
Spooderman.
Jurassic Park on the Genesis, and Die Hard Arcade on the Sega Saturn. Look at all me with my Sega Saturn picks lately.
Yeah, fucking stop.
You love me. Joey, it was your theme pick. How about you? Favorite, least favorite, and the tiers.
Favorite, probably Spider-Man 2. Least favorite, Home Alone.
Yeah, well.
That was really easy. Spider-Man, I would give an S.
Ooh.
I really liked it. I mean, it was a lot of fun swinging around. So, just that mechanic alone made top tier for me. Probably give Addams Family a B. Die Hard a C.
Oh. Ooh.
D for Jurassic Park, and can I go lower than an F for Home Alone?
No.
F is fine.
We get it.
Colin, why don't you go next?
He died.
Colin
died.
Is Colin gone?
It's playing Kingdom Hearts again. Boo.
Boo. Kevin, you go.
All right, cool. So my favorite is Spider-Man 2 as well. I'd probably give it like a B, though. Still good. Just, archaic in times.
Mm-hmm.
Still a great game. Least favorite, Jurassic Park, because half the game is dumb and bad. Not only is it bad, it's dumb and bad, which is worse. That's gonna get a fucking D. I have my own tier list. I think I put nothing got an F, because nothing's unplayable trash.
I think Colin's trying to speak, but we can't hear him.
Colin, you hit the mute button again.
I was going through my phone data to ensure no connection interruptions, but then it ran out of batteries.
Isn't that the worst?
So now I'm back on home Wi-Fi.
Great. You were saying, Kevin.
Yes. You got those tiers in, right?
I got those too, yes.
Oh, where's my notepad? I can't see around my shaker bottle. Let's see. Die Hard, I'd give a B. It's pretty good. Addams Family Values, I give a C because like I see the potential, and someone out there is probably gonna put the time into it. It's just not gonna be me. I think that covers it, right? Yeah,
Home Alone.
Home Alone. That I think I put in D as well. You're right.
Alrighty. Colin, you ready now?
Yep.
Are you ready?
Favorite, least favorite, and your tiers.
Yeah. Mine are the same as Joey. Favorite Spider-Man 2, least favorite Home Alone. And tiers. Jurassic Park gets a D. Home Alone gets an F. Because I just could not give a shit about this game. And Addams Family, at least the version I played, was D tier. And Spider-Man 2, A tier.
Wow.
And Die Hard Arcade, high B tier.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna, since you didn't play the Addams Family Values, I'm not gonna give you a tier on that one.
No. Just have them wrong tier. Put a G.
Wrong tier?
Wrong.
So, my favorite game of the podcast was Die Hard Arcade.
Let me pretend to be
but
shocked
it's
real
not
quick.
the best game of the podcast. I'll leave it at that. Home Alone gets a fantastical F.
Wow. I was being a little nice to it.
You're being too
You're
nice.
the only one.
Well, like, because I see, like, the potential, but I don't care.
That's the problem.
Well, look, F and S are sacred to me. F is, like, unplayable trash. D
It is unplayable trash.
D is just bad. You're right, it does have that glitch.
Well,
You know what?
I
Change
just
me to
got
F.
no fun out of it.
Change me to F, because I forgot that...
Well, it doesn't matter what you tier it. It's already getting a F on aggregate anyways.
I'm just saying. Like, because I look, for the record, I forgot about the randomness of, like, fuck you, I guess you don't have this item. Suck it, nerd. I forgot about that.
Addams Family Values, I'm giving a C. Spider-Man 2, I'm giving an A.
Awesome.
Spoon.
Yeah. Jurassic Park for the Genesis, I'm giving an F. Half the game is unplayable garbage.
That's true.
And then 1/4 of the Grant playthrough is unplayable garbage.
I think I gotta update my own personal tier list. You're right. After we had this discussion, I have now sunk in with 2 games in my personal F tier for this year. Very good. Very good.
Are you changing Jurassic Park to an F,
Yeah,
Kevin?
because you know what? That's a good point. That there's literally half the game is unplayable. So you make a good point.
Yeah. And then Die Hard Arcade, I will give a nice little B to.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that makes, on aggregate, Spider-Man 2 an easy winner. And then we have a, Home Alone gets a runaway F score. I think that's the first one.
Congratulations, you did it.
Congratulations, Home Alone.
Wow.
Which begs the question, could we be lower than F with the NES and other versions of Home Alone?
No.
F
I do
minus.
believe you can make a Home Alone
Oh my god, we're gonna break the series, guys. We can't. We're gonna break the system.
It's gonna go F and below F is Home Alone.
Mayday, mayday.
We have like S tier named as Uncharted 2, and then the F tier is Home Alone.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so Colin, you have the next theme pick. Have you given that any thought?
Yes, I have 3 different ideas.
Kingdom Hearts series. Boo.
Boo.
Clock, boo. 3DO, boo.
Clock is just okay. I just have nostalgia. It's all right.
Clock sucks.
How dare you? Might have a point.
See, I can hit back too.
Oh,
Yeah. All right.
don't hit people. It's not nice.
Yeah, my primary idea is black sheep of franchises.
Oh.
As in games that are part are part of a certain series, but aren't as well regarded as the rest, or just people don't feel fit in with the rest.
Sold. I already got
Like
one.
say Doom 3.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
Wait, can I ask publicly if we covered a game? Because I can't be bothered to look it up. Because I feel like
go
we
ahead.
did.
Sure.
Did we cover Toe Jam and Earl 2?
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Wait. Oh, the platformer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that one.
We've actually done both Toe Jam and Earls.
I can't remember these
Yeah.
things. Okay.
I have a few suggestions I can give you off the record.
Let me hit them, or let me hear them. I can't words.
Zelda 2.
Ugh, no, not doing that again.
Castlevania Circle of the Moon.
Why is Circle of the Moon the black sheep?
I don't know. I don't hear as many people. I don't hear many people talk about it.
It's a Metroidvania.
It's basically less. I think what Colin's saying is less regarded games in the franchise.
I thought we're going like one that was like, we're driving games, and this one's a first-person shooter. Good luck. Okay.
Well, I think that also qualifies.
All right.
Am I understanding
There's
this
also-
correct, Colin?
More or less. There's also Super Mario Bros. 2. Not a
Right.
bad game, but doesn't really fit in.
I feel like
Right.
that's been covered once, but I can't remember.
Don't think it has.
I might do that then.
And Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness.
Oh no! let's just not.
Joey, are
Fantasy
we gonna
Stars
fight
3?
over that one?
Laughs and cynical.
I hate it. I'm a picket. I like picking terrible games. There always has to be a game.
I
that everyone
already know what
hates.
my two. I already know what my two picks are.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm Mario Brothers 2. Sold.
all right. Hold on. Let's do this off. All right. This
No,
was.
I'm hungry.
Let's do this. Episode 64, movie games, part 2.
So hungry.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Okay.
Bye
I
now.
like.